Welcome. I am Kennedy Dorsey. I am a seventh grade STEM science teacher in Anne Arundel County. In this video, we explore the similarities and differences between traditional and online learning. We will also discuss their advantages and disadvantages and how adult learning theories can guide effective instruction in both formats. Let's start with examining the similarities and differences. Online learning is where learning takes place over the internet, while traditional learning takes place in a physical classroom. It normally involves face to face interactions. Similarities between online learning and traditional learning is that they are both driven by defined learning goals. This ensures that content is aligned to standards. Secondly, they compare in how content is delivered. Both styles use a mix of instructional methods such as multimedia, discussions, and assignments. The usage of mixed instructional methods cater to the diverse learning styles. Online learning and traditional learning differ based upon the interactions. Traditional learning focuses on face to face interactions, while online learning usually involves asynchronous tools like forums and live recorded sessions. Secondly, they differ in flexibility. Traditional learning follows a rigid schedule, while online learning offers flexibility. Let's examine the advantages of traditional learning. Now, traditional learning provides hands-on experience. In a middle school science classroom, students are able to engage in hands-on labs, and this allows them to directly observe the scientific principle in real time. Secondly, traditional schools can provide immediate feedback during experiments or discussions. This can address any misconceptions faster. Students also have the ability to collaborate with one another. The disadvantages of traditional learning is the limited flexibility. The rigid schedules do not always offer time to accommodate students with different learning paces or preferences. For example, if students needed extra time to learn about the concept of chemical bonds, they would feel rushed. Secondly, traditional schools have constraints based upon resources available. Not all schools have the resources or materials to conduct labs. Now, let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of online learning. Online learning has provided platforms for simulations and virtual labs. This replicates real life experience. This is cost effective and accessible. Online learning offers flexibility that allows students to revisit recorded lectures and interactive lessons. This can ensure that students fully grasp concepts like body systems or chemical reactions. Online learning also has provided those like adults with a easier method to learning. They're able to do two jobs and they're also able to kind of go at their own pace. But online learning has its disadvantages. The lack of hands-on experiments. Although virtual labs are beneficial, they cannot fully replace the tactile experience of physical experience. Also, the dependency requires reliable internet and devices that may not be accessible to all. Technical issues can also disrupt learning, particularly during the time-sensitive activities. Now let's move on to how adult learning theories are attached to both traditional and online learning. So for traditional learning, the Kolb's experimental learning theory aligns. It aligns as it provides opportunities for concrete experiences such as conducting a lab and engaging in discussion. With this theory, students can perform experiments and then reflect on their results. While online learning aligns with the constructivist theory, and this theory allows students to build knowledge through interacting with digital content, engaging in discussion, and collaborating through projects. Now, to effectively present both an online and traditional through the same concept, we can use this by conducting a lab. For example, we can conduct an experiment on chemical reactions with baking soda and vinegar. With the online approach, we can use a simulation that uses the same materials Once the experiment is over, especially through online learning, we can conduct a discussion that follows. Both concepts promote critical thinking and understanding of core concepts. Now, thank you for listening to online versus traditional learning. I hope you're able to figure out which one works best for you.